You're about to watch the first 3 seconds of this video and then go, I'm not watching any more of it. Because I guarantee this is going to challenge your thinking around how to attract and keep quality staff. I guarantee this will almost be the least watched JTInTheRaw ever done, but it is probably one of the most important because we're talking about what I believe is your greatest asset, and that is your staff. And for us, we need to think and do different if we want to keep our staff. Good morning, Frosty, Susan, Melissa. G'day, Melissa. Great to have you on board. Susan, how are you? Great to see you there. Alice Clayton. Wow, interesting. Rod Brooks. Look what I'm wearing, Rod Brooks, just for you. Jackie Hobbs over there in the UK. You're kind of I'm the last person you'll see before you go to bed, Jamie. So this show is really going to challenge your thinking. I promise it will challenge your thinking. But I also guarantee it will lead to a line of people wanting to work with you. Good morning, Neil, or good evening, Neil. You and Jackie over there in the UK. Great to have you guys on board today. Looking a bit cold over there. So welcome to JTInTheRaw show 126. Show 126. And for those that are watching for the first time, either live or on replay, this is where I just chew the thin on business. And after 30 years in business, I have just a few things to chew. So, a couple of things to start off with. I always like to start off with a few shout outs. Here we go. Big shout out this morning to Angel, Kayla, Catherine, Barbara, Georgette, Sarah, and Woz for being around yesterday, having me do some training with you guys around time management, a bit of sales training, and a bit of management and leadership training in your clubs. Thank you for contributing. I really appreciate you guys being there. And a big shout out to Woz, a huge shout out to Woz, who's the owner of these 4 clubs. More often than not, when I work with a chain of clubs or a bunch of franchises, the owner is too busy to attend. He attended, he contributed. So well done, Woz. Congratulations for sitting through my presentations and being part of it. It makes a difference, I think, to the team when they know that the owner is there. Morning, Lloyd. Jackie tells me it's brass monkey weather in London. What does brass monkey weather actually mean, Jackie? I wonder what it is. Also got a huge shout out to Rob Barnes. Rob used to work in the fitness industry and is launching a new business in Australia called Higher Logic. Great to chat with Rob this week, and keep your eyes peeled for something that we are going to be doing together next year. Higher Logic and Active Management are going to be putting together something pretty cool with a few others, of course. And that will come out in mid-July next year. So keep your eyes on your fries. It's going to happen. Benny, good morning. Mike Weil, good morning. And Maddie, good morning. It's really exciting, that project. So keep your eyes peeled for that because it will rock. Also got a little shout out this morning to my mum. My mum had her birthday yesterday, and we've got the birthday dinner tonight. So big shout out to Lynn. If you know my mum, you can say happy birthday in the comments below. You can say happy birthday, mum, even if you don't know her. So happy birthday, Lynn. Hope you had a great day, and looking forward to catching up tonight for dinner. All right. If you're a regular to JTInTheRaw, you would know that I've done several shows on managing your staff. There's a reason, or leading your staff. There's a reason why. Mick Cunico, good morning to you, sir. Good morning. I should give a shout out to Chantel from the Fitness Business Podcast, who jumped in to do a class this morning when she wasn't rostered on. She didn't want to let the members down, so she jumped in. Morning, Cindy and Elisa. Okay, so I've done a number of shows around leading your teams and thinking differently around managing your teams. I did a show 51, which was finding out about the goals of your team. If you haven't seen that show, put 51 in the comments. It's about doing goal setting with your team. 51 in the comments. I did another show, which was show 117 and show 121 about appreciation of your staff. So if you missed shows 117 or 121, chuck that in the comments. I'll send you the link to be able to watch those. And in show 124, I talked about putting together a staff development plan for 2019. Many of us are planning next year already, and we're probably doing marketing plans. We might be doing a retention plan. But we might have forgotten actually doing a plan for our staff. So I talked about that in show 124. One of the reasons why I really emphasize this and leading our team is this. Your team are the people that go face to face with the customer. They're the ones I believe that can make or break your business. They are the ones that will lead you to making more money, reducing your stress, and allowing you as a leader or a department owner, a department leader or business owner, it allows you to step away from the business when you've got a great team. So for me, the team is the most important thing. So that's why I emphasize these shows. And today's show is about having you think and do different around holiday leave. What does holiday leave look like for your staff? Generally, for many businesses, can you hear the wildlife here in downtown Beecroft? Generally, for many businesses, it's the standard leave that we offer. It's just the standard offering around leave, which means we're actually in the same boat as every other fitness business, every other real estate agent, every other sales team, every other car dealership, because we offer exactly the same thing. And I want to be able to give you a couple of ideas around some different thoughts on holiday leaves. Now, Jackie Hobbs has just put in the comments below exactly what brass monkey weather means. So for those that are wondering, why is it as cold as brass monkey cold weather? It's in the comments below, so you can read that and check that out. So if you like that one, give that a love heart on Jackie's comments. So I'm going to give you some suggestions that I read this week. And why does this actually come up as well? Well, this week I had a colleague in the US tell me one of their group fitness directors is coming to New Zealand, who knows why, for, only joking Kiwis, only joking, going to New Zealand for their honeymoon, and wanted me to be able to connect with their with some gyms in New Zealand so that she could actually use it as a tax deduction. So yeah, very interesting. All right, but here are 5 ideas that I've got from reading a magazine this week, the Inc. magazine, of 5 different companies. Here's the first one, and I really like this one. Cloudbeds. Cloudbeds is a company based in the US, and they have apartments in San Diego and Sao Paulo, Brazil. Okay? They've got apartments in San Diego and Sao Paulo. And employees are welcome to use these apartments in their holidays free of charge. How cool is that? What a great little addition to being able to work for that company. That they have 2 different apartments that people could go to on holidays, and it's rent free. If you like that one, give me a love heart. I reckon that's a cracking one from Cloudbeds. Glassman Wealth Services, another US-based company. Well, they pay for their staff's honeymoons when they've worked for a company for 2 years. Now, that's a really interesting one, particularly when we have so many young people or millennials working for us. That's a really interesting one. So once somebody's worked for that company for 2 years, that company will pay for the honeymoon. Interesting concept. I don't know to what extent that looks like, but I quite like the concept of that, particularly with young people that are now working for us. What else have I got here? Cabbage. Morning, Eugene. Good to have you on board. Cabbage. They reward workers with 6 weeks holiday pay for every 5 years that somebody has worked. So generally in the US, you only get 2 weeks holiday. So they're actually multiplying that by 3 when you've worked for 5 years for them. Now, this to me is a really cool way to build longevity and loyalty from your staff at minimal sort of cost. Yes, you got to pay for the holidays, but it adds a lot of tenure to employment. So what we're saying is if your country, like in Australia, this standard holiday leave is 4 weeks. So what this suggestion is that at the person's 5-year anniversary from in that 5th year, you'll give them 2 bonus weeks holiday. 2 bonus weeks holiday. I love that. I reckon that's an awesome suggestion in order to get people to stay longer working for you. If you like that idea, hit me with a love heart right now, because I think that's a really cool one. They also give, which I'm not sure about this, is they give some spending money as well. Yeah, not sure on that one. Number 4. Now this is a great one. This is a dead set ripper. Outreach, which is a Seattle software company, they give every staff member 2 paid volunteer days per year. So each staff member can choose to go and volunteer for a charity over the course of a year for 2 days, and they get paid their full wage for that day. Love it. Think that is awesome. That's great, giving back to the community. Really, really cool idea and really easy thing to replicate. Really easy thing to replicate in your business. Additionally, Outreach also organises one company volunteer day every quarter. So once every 3 months, the company closes down for the day and goes out and does either a full day or a half day of volunteer work in a charity. Love that. Now, I've seen a PT studio in Melbourne, Studio 46. One of my coaching clients does this. I think they do it maybe every 6 months or every year. They'll close their PT studio. They'll tell their clients, we are going down to a soup kitchen, and they hand out food to homeless people. Love that idea. Love that. Oh, Eugene's telling me that Fitness First here in Australia gives 1 paid volunteer day per annum. Awesome. Congratulations, Fitness First. That's a terrific idea. I think these are little benefits that staff members or that potential employees, it resonates with. So I'm challenging you to think about this. If you like the idea of paid volunteer days, give me a love heart right now. All right. This is my favourite. So this is my 5th little suggestion and my favourite. Hennepin Marketing. Hennepin Marketing. On the 2nd Friday of the 2nd month of every quarter. Now that gets confusing, I know. Don't worry about the details, but on the 2nd Friday of the 2nd month of each quarter, no one's going to be at work because they've developed a fake holiday. They've developed a fake holiday. It's called Second. Fake holiday called Second. And I love it. I reckon it's a great idea. So that gives all their employees 4 extra paid holidays in a year. 4 extra paid holidays in a year. So every quarter, they've developed a fake holiday where every quarter, 1 day in that quarter, the staff are given off. So this is additional to any national holidays. This is additional to anything else that's happening around the place. Good morning, Richard. Great having you on board this morning. A fake holiday. Now, obviously, depending on the size of your business, this makes it difficult. But I just wonder whether you could look outside the box and you could just have 1 fake holiday a year where your team go out. I like the idea of probably 2, 1 every 6 months. And you just say to the team, out you go, you're on holidays. Love it. I really, really want to challenge you today to think outside the box in what you can do with your team that would encourage A, people to work for you, but B, people to stay loyal for you. And of those 5 suggestions, there are a couple of them that reward loyalty and tenure of employment with you. There are a couple there that differentiate you from your competitors. And let me tell you, you are in a highly competitive environment. Whatever category of business you're in, You're in a highly competitive environment to get the best people. So your challenge is to stand out from other people. Do you like that? If you know anyone that you think could get value out of some of these suggestions around differentiating yourself as an employer, just through thinking about holidays and leave and what that might look, please tag them in the comments. Please tag them in the comments. Frosty's telling me he loves number 5. He loves the idea of a fake holiday. You would love a fake holiday, Frosty. Love it. I'm so pleased that you like that one. So let me go through them quickly again for you. If you're just tuning in like Peter McMillan over there in New Zealand, good morning. Let me go through these again. And if you like, pop in the comments, 1, 2, 3 or 5. Tell me what you like. The first one was free housing. So there's a Jodie Cunningham's just tagged her boss, who is watching live too, Jodie. So she's seeing what you're doing. So number 1 is free housing. Have a unit in a different location and allow your staff to stay in that holiday apartment for free, rent-free. Number 2 was having a paid honeymoon. Number 3 was having paid bonus weeks. So when you'd been working for a certain period of time, you get additional weeks holiday that is included in your package. Really like that one. Paid volunteer days, pay for individuals plus as a team. And number 5, which was a fake holiday where we send the team on a fake holiday. So Susan's telling me she liked number 3, which is based on your tenure of employment, you're getting some bonus holiday leave. Hey, thanks a lot for tuning in, JT, show 126. Hope it added some value and some thought processes around what you can do with your team. Hans Munch, good morning over there. Jodie's saying 3, 4 and 5, Cindy, so we got some work to do at Life and Soul, 3, 4 and 5. Big shout out. Big shout out for next week. I got 10 coaching client sessions next week. We're trying to jam them all in before Christmas. So next week, I got a few business coaching sessions. I got some 2019 planning around the Industry Leaders Roundtable. So that's a big one for me next week. And also around planning for next week, I've been doing some restructuring around active management for my company. And I've got a big announcement coming next Friday, right here on JTInTheRaw. So if you're in the fitness industry, you need to tune in next week because it is a massive announcement in what we are about to do in our company for 2019 for anyone in the fitness industry. So spread the word and get people on board to watch no matter where you are in the world, like Spain, Alan, like Spain. Big announcement next Friday around what active management is up to moving forward. It's going to be pretty big for fitness business owners. Ladies and gentlemen, did you like the show? What do you think? Hit me with some comments. Love to know what you think. You like my Zone shirt? Supporting, it's My Zone Month on the Fitness Business Podcast. My Zone Month on the Fitness Business Podcast. So you want to be able to check out and find out what they're up to. I can tell you they are giving away a free belt to anybody who listens to the Fitness Business Podcast. You just have to do one thing. Check out that and it will tell you what you need to do. That's it. That's the show. Done for another week. If you loved it, give me a love heart. If you think anyone could benefit from thinking differently about holidays, tag them in the comments below. But before I go, quote of the week. I know you love this. I know people hang out right to the end of the show to hear quote of the week. I know you do. Here it is. To attract quality staff, think and do different. To attract quality staff, think and do different. Now, before I go, Joe Sorelli has just got on live. Joe Sorelli, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joe. Happy birthday to you. If you know Joe Sorelli, wish him a happy birthday. I never forget his birthday. It's the same day as my mum. So, Joe, hope you have a cracking day and are celebrating hard over there in Gainesville, Florida. Quote of the week: to attract quality staff, think and do different. You've been tuned in to JTInTheRaw, show 126. I'll catch you on the flip side.